over to Ben Ezra.
Second, what a feed to Anthony, gets it to go.
At the free throw line, splash. Oh!
Welcome back to the Max Stern Athletic Center as we take you through this Tier 2 qualifier between Mekor, Chaim, and YULA. Let's get these starting lineups here. The starting lineups are sponsored by the Yeshiva University Office of Admissions. As you start your college journey, make sure you visit us online to check out all the great events and opportunities we have for YU students. Starting out for the YULA Panthers, we have number 21, Michael Nagel, number 23, Yishai Rosenblatt, number 32, Eitan Kavosh, number 14, Joshua Barak, and number 1, Judah Rubin. Over on the Mekor Chaim side, we got number 33, Donnie Carter, number 3, Yaakov Meister, number 2, Jonathan Rosen, the birthday boy, number 5, Donnie Oken, and number 11, Zach Lerner. It's going to be a good one today, Popper.
Yeah, it's going to be a good one. We got Mekor Chaim in the black and the red. We got YULA in the whites. I think the big players to watch out for today on YULA, 21, 23, 32, the big boys.
Oh yeah, they tried to use that height advantage. It worked for 3 quarters, and then they got stuck with the press by DRS. Let's see if Coach Harold Katz uses that strategy in this game.
Yeah, it'll be intriguing to see. Usually they play straight up man-to-man. whether or not they press. I think what we'll see off the bat will dictate how this game will go, both in terms of strategy and in terms of the score.
100%. Mekor Chaim in the black, in the white YULA, and here we go. Ruben with the ball to start out for the Panthers. Dishes it over to Nagel. Nagel directing traffic, calling out, finds it over to Kabosh in the paint, gets it out. Number 14, Joshua Barak, out to Rosenblatt. The foul is called, and it's a charge. A great take by number 11, Zach Lerner. What a play by him.
Yeah, that's got to be right in the scouting report there. Coach Harold Katz, knowing that these YULA guards like to drive straight to the basket, knowing that they want to dictate how the game will go from the start.
There goes Meister over to Donnie Carter, number 33. This is a big thing for a school like the Mekor Chaim that not a lot of people have film on and not a lot of people know about. It's the little things like charges that really make the difference in a game like this.
Yeah, I tried to find film on them, and I was unable to do so all over the internet. That's a tough scout when you don't have any film.
Yeah, and if there's one guy that's good at scouting, it's definitely Mr. Poppers here. Here's Donnie Carter. Gets it out, number 11 Lerner. Back over to Rosen. His shot goes up, and it is good. A 3-ball by Zach Rosen gives Mekor Chaim their first lead ever in Sarachek.
That's clean. That's good ball movement. That's good patience. That's exactly what you want to see in a team playing their first ever game. You definitely do not want to be taking shots early in the clock. That's a very good sign for the Cyclones.
Barak over to Nagel. Nagel passes it out to Rosenblatt. Rosenblatt back to Nagel. Nagel for three. Can't get it to go over the pole, and it is going back to Mekor Chaim.
I'll tell you what, I don't think that hit the pole. I think that would clean over the pole, which should be inbounds. They've had a lot of problems this Sarachek with referees missing pole calls. It's a tough gym to play in that sense.
Oh, yeah. Kabosh over to Lerner. Over to Rosen. There goes number 5, Vanio. Back. And there goes Carter into the paint. Oh, and gets trapped up by Kabosh and Nagel. Turning it over with a travel. Good defense by YULA closing out on Carter. He's got that big body, but they have two guys way down low that are going to go against every single ball.
Yeah, Mekor Chaim plays some small teams and they play some prep schools. Against the small teams, he's not used to seeing size like this.
There goes Barak out to Judah Rubin for the 3. It hits the side of the backboard and is out of bounds. Mekor Chaim retains possession.
Yeah, speaking of the rafters, that triangular diagonal bar blocking three-pointers all the time, which are on an arc to go in otherwise.
Rosen getting a little trap, gets it out. And here comes Carter down the paint with a lefty finish, and it is good.
This kid can finish with both hands. He's a very impressive player.
Mekor Chaim out to the impressive 5-0 lead to start this game.
And I'll tell you what, for a school with just 24 people, they've brought the fans out to play. I don't know where the YULA fans are.
Back in LA, maybe. You know, it's 5 o'clock there.
They had a good crowd last night, though.
It's 8 o'clock in the morning there, probably at Chappell's.
That's true. They travel well.
There goes Nagel. Back out. Rosenblatt, big 3, and he puts YULA on the board.
Yeah, that's huge for them. Rosenblatt last night, 12 points, missing his only 3-point attempt. Good for him to see that go in.
There goes Donnie Carter into the paint, going up against Kabosh. He can't get it to fall. Nice board, a big man's board by Rosenblatt. Gets it out to Nagel, and he will push for the Panthers.
Oh, yeah. And for Carter, that's who they're going to try to run the offense through primarily.
There goes Barak. Back out to Nagel. Nagel pump fakes. Barak hooks up the 3, and it is good. Joshua Barak in his first points of the day. And YULA gets that lead right back.
Barak shot 60% from the floor last night against DRS. Couple 3-pointers, and suddenly the tide swings.
There goes Carter, back into the paint, gets it out. Swing it, nice ball movement, gets it over to Jonathan Rosen, can't get the shot to fall. And here comes the Panthers on the break.
Yeah, and we see YULA playing a zone, which I do like against the Mekor Chaim offense, given the fact that they should be able to get clean looks off man-to-man, so at least force them to shoot threes.
There goes Nagel right to the basket, and he puts it in. Easy point. You know, 14 points from Nagel. He takes solid shots, went 6 for 8 yesterday. And, he's a great, talented athlete. And if they're going to give him a chance to get to the basket, I think it's going to really work out for him. Call is made by the referee. Stoppage and play. Is that a foul? I don't believe that was a foul.
Well, looks like they called a foul.
Called a foul.
It's going to go against Yishai Rosenblatt of YULA.
Here's Oak. Swing it to Rosen. Rosen being trapped. Good defense by Ruben. Back out to Carter. We'll try to find an open man. Swing pass. Over to Meister. Meister looking for a screen. They have some good trap over on the right side. Out into the paint. Gets it over Carter. Just baits the shot. Gets the shot by the shot clock, but he can't hit the rim on it. And that's a shot clock violation.
Yeah, I like that patience, though, getting the ball into the post with just 4 seconds on the shot clock. Most teams there you would see just jack a 3. So it's a very, very good sign for them early on in Sarachek. They seem to be playing with poise.
There goes Ruben. Penetrates into the paint. Nice dish off. And it's called an offensive foul on Kavosh. You can't see that. That's the second charge from Mekor Chaim. They really are utilizing that little game.
Yeah, that's Lerner. And he may be small, but he's tough. And it doesn't matter how small you are. If you're willing to take a charge, you completely change the game plan for the other team.
Out of bounds, but it's staying with the Cyclones. And he just confirmed to the referee that it was Lerner who got that out of that charge. Bring it up, Meister. He gets by the defenders, goes right to the free throw line, over to Oken, birthday boy. Gets it over to Rosen. Nice ball movement by the Cyclones. Shot goes up by Meister, but can't get it to fall. And a nice board by Barak. And it's a loose ball on the ground. It's taken back out to Carter. Meister swings it over. Nice ball movement again. 3 ball, and it's good. Jonathan Rosen with that corner 3 gets Mekor Chaim tied up at 8.
Yeah, the second leading scorer for the Cyclones. This ball movement has been impeccable. The dribble penetration floater, not the greatest shot. The 3-pointers are there.
Barak drive, baseline, and it goes off his leg. Good defense by Carter. First substitution of the game as Zach Lerner checks out. Number 13 for Mekor Chaim, Nathaniel Zigdon checks in for the game.
Zigdon listed as a center at just 6'2". Mekor Chaim is quite a small team.
Back over to Rosen. They got to pass half court. Gets it over to Oken. Good ball movement. Nice find in the paint to Carter. Carter with a tough shot. Can't get the fall. And those big bodies. Number 35 for YULA checks in. That is Daniel Yashipur. Gets it over to Rosenblatt in 3. Can't get it to fall. And Mekor Chaim gets the ball back.
Yeah, and a storyline which we brought up early on in the pregame show. Would Mekor Chaim struggle with the boards? And it doesn't seem that they've had much of an issue so far.
Gets it back to Carter. Carter drives. Nice move. Gets it over to Oken. Oken gets fouled on the floor. You know, special shout out to Donnie Oken for his birthday today. You know?
Yes. It is his birthday.
We have the best people in the league to get information, but it was apparently his parents that came over to us and told us this.
Well, when you're dealing with a small school, you don't have so many people who can give you information, you know?
But yeah, when he's playing with this kind of pressure on the biggest stage, we want to see him do well. 3 goes up, can't get the fall, Rosen. And Nagel will push for the Panthers. Nice crossover dribble. Gets it over, Rosenblatt to Barak. Barak gets it out of the corner, but a steal by Mekor Chaim. Nice defense by Rosen. And he gets it over to Carter. Carter drives, kicks it out, Yashipur. And there goes Oken into the paint, kicks it out. Carter with the ball. And a nice defense by YULA. Forces Carter to step on the line. It's going back the other way.
Carter has had a lot of issues. They're really giving him many presences when he gets into the paint.
And there's a timeout, the first timeout of the game. At this point, we would like to thank NCSY Summer because it is the premier summer trip provider for Jewish teens across the world with over 20-plus programs spanning the U.S., Israel, and Europe. NCSY Summer has a program for you. Visit summer.ncsy.org to learn more and choose your summer experience today.
I mean, in terms of the size issues that YULA presents, the biggest issues which they've presented to Mekor Chaim so far seem to be the fact that Carter has not been able to get going because he's been double-teamed, once triple-teamed when he gets the ball in the post. And that does create some issues because even though Mekor Chaim distributes the ball well, Carter is their main man.
Yeah, but also we got to give a kudos to that Mekor Chaim team. They saw the kind of turnovers that YULA was getting yesterday, and that was clearly their problem against the Wildcats. And they already have 2 charges. They have a number of steals. They're really playing well.
Yeah, YULA had over 20 turnovers against DRS yesterday, something they would like to avoid.
Nice cross behind the back dribble by the Rockets. Back to Nagel. Nagel feeds Yashifor. Back to Nagel. Good give and go game. Yashifor gets the offensive board and gets fouled on the way up. That'll be 2 shots for Daniil Yashifor. The foul goes on Carter. Remember, if you want to receive Sarachek news and updates and get close game alerts, join our WhatsApp group. The link to that group is in the description of this YouTube video. First, Yashifor cannot hit the first. Hey Poppers, it's almost lunchtime.
It is almost lunchtime, and that means that for lunch today we're going to have Dougie's.
Oh, Dougie's. Yeah, we would love to thank Dougie's for being a proud Max Live sponsor. For the best barbecue and grill in Teaneck, make your way to Dougie's. Go to Dougie'sBarbecue.com to order. The link is in the description below. Yashifor hits the second free throw, and YULA retains lead.
Yeah, that came off the 3rd offensive rebound of the game for the Panthers. They had 10 yesterday, right on pace.
Good steal by number 20, Ariel Khalil. And here comes Barak working offense.
Yeah, we didn't see much of Khalil last night.
Another turnover by the Panthers. Tried to find the man cutting baseline, and Carter bring it down.
It's been a big issue for them all tournament.
Nice ball movement by the Cyclones. They find Carter in the paint. Carter dishes out to Oken. Oken back to Rosen. Rosen for 3. And a board by Mekor Chaim, but it's wrapped up by Yashifor. Jump ball staying Mekor Chaim. Away.
And we start to see Carter looking to pass out of the post, something which he is comfortable doing and highly capable of doing. Just hasn't done much of it yet today. And if he's able to do so with efficiency, that'll leave driving lanes open for the Cyclones, which will mean open 3s off of bad rotations.
Rosen gets it over. Here comes number 35 for Mekor Chaim. That is Isaac Reitenberger. Gets it over Carter. Carter drives, and it is good. Donnie Carter utilizing his size, driving right to the hole, and he's really putting up a good game so far. We can start to hear it a little bit from this Mekor Chaim crowd. They come in some numbers, but they are loud and proud of their guys. Nice drive by Nagel, finishes with a nice right finish on the left side, and that will be the end of the first quarter. As the YULA Panthers have the 11-10 lead over the Mekor Chaim Cyclones. We'll be right back with this Tier 2 qualifier game after this. We are back at the Tier 2 qualifying matchup between the YULA Panthers and the Mekor Chaim Cyclones. We've seen a good game so far, Mr. Poppers.
Yeah, it's been a good back and forth matchup. You know, Mekor Chaim came out early 5-0 run to start the game. YULA responded with a couple of 3-pointers. It's been pretty even up to this point, which is what we see on the scoreboard too.
Of course. You know, Sarachek is all about the close game. It's all about keeping it tight, not just in the first half, but also in the second half. And so far, they've done, well, half of that. I'd like to give a nice shout out to Ami Strick, quite the baller in his heyday, and he is sitting in these stands and cheering on the Mekor Chaim Cyclones. There goes Rosenblatt, nice screen by Kavos. Gets it back to Rosenblatt, he's running the offense for now, and good defense by the birthday boy. Donnie Oken forces the turnover, and it's going back Cyclones ball. His parents are hyped up on that, and all the fans that are rooting on Donnie on his birthday are very happy.
And that's already the 6th turnover for the YULA Panthers, just 8 minutes and 15 seconds into this contest.
Yeah, this team got placed in Tier 2. It's their first Sarachek, and they don't want to go down to Tier 3. They really want to prove themselves.
Yeah, when I spoke to Coach Harold Katz before the tournament began, I said, what seed do you think you will be? He said 23, but not because we deserve to be 23. They've been overlooked, and this is their first chance to prove it.
Reitenberg for 3, can't get it to fall. And there's Yashikor for the rebound. There goes Rosenblatt. Throws it over to number 33, Noah Abramson. We're seeing him for the first time today. Gets Kavos in the paint. He utilizes that height. Swings it over to Abramson. Can't get the 3 to fall. And a nice board by Mekor Chaim. Donnie Oken drives right, gets to that baseline, swings it out. Nice ball movement again by Mekor Chaim. Gets it over to Rosen. Rosen for 3, puts it up. Shkoyach Rufnoyach.
Yeah, Jonathan Rosen now shooting 3 for 6 from 3. Been really impressive up to this point.
What I've noticed from this team is they really know where to shoot it. And another steal by Oken. This defense is incredible. There goes Rosen. Rosen starts it out for the Cyclones. There goes Oken. And Rosenblatt fell on that one, but no call was fouled. No foul was called. There goes Carter. Carter backs his way down. Finds, and a travel is called.
That's the 4th turnover by Carter this game. I mean, if you look at the statistical distributions for this contest, for Mekor Chaim, they've only had 2 players score. Rosen with 9 and Carter with 4. And they've only had 3 players take a shot. Meister was the only other one to take a shot.
Yeah, this is not the NBA. We play a little more stringently here in high school basketball, and you can't make that jump step and expect to get away with it.
Yeah, and Carter's also pounding the stat sheet with those turnovers with 4.
Kavos puts it up, can't get it to fall, and he wraps him up. That's going to be a foul on Kavos, and this bench just went crazy for the Cyclones.
Yeah, that's a great job there, wrapping the ball with the hands to protect so that the ball could not be touched, avoiding a potential jump ball situation.
Very good rebound by Natano Zigdon. He's some of the height that they're going to have to utilize to keep up with this YULA team. There's Reitenberger down. Reitenberger puts up the shot. Can't get it to fall, and another rebound goes to Abramson.
Yeah, Reitenberger's been unsuccessful so far today.
Swings it to Rosenblatt in 3. Can't get it to go. Abramson with another rebound. He is really all over this game. Noam Abramson. Ruben trips. There goes number 25, Avi Friedman. Easy layup from the Cyclones. Build on their lead, and this team is hyped up. The coach is just putting up his hands and saying, you guys are doing incredible. I don't even have to do anything.
Yeah, you'll have the jubilation from the Mekor Chaim sidelines and the frustration on the YULA bench.
And we'll be right back after these messages. Welcome back. YULA gets the ball in as Nagel brings it up and gets it out to Abramson. Abramson, nice dish to Kavos, and he easily puts it in. Mekor Chaim started out in a press to start that possession, and YULA got right by it. But, I mean, that's the right move to do. DRS utilized the press, and it worked. Here goes number 13, Zigdon. He's really showing that he's showing out. He didn't start this game, came in, played some good minutes, got some nice offensive board, and those are his 2 points.
Yeah, I'm intrigued to see how Coach Katz uses the press, because while it was very successful for DRS last night, we saw YULA make a lot of mistakes in the first quarter without the press being utilized.
A foul is called. Nagel backed his way down and got the foul called on Avi Friedman. Nagel will take out the ball. At this point, we'd like to thank Lake Como. Come to Como Pizza for some great pizza, pasta, salads, and even awesome breakfast options. We will be streaming games in the store, making it a great place to watch the games while you eat. As a nice move by Ruben gets him to the paint, but he can't get the ball. Drives on the floor as Oken fights, but he can't get the ball. Cabos drives, dishes it over to Abramson. Abramson puts it up, can't get it to go. But another rebound, another offensive board by Cabos.
Yeah, there. I mean, you've got to call something there. I mean, that's either a charge or it's not a charge.
Nice steal by Friedman, gets wrapped up and fouled by Abramson. And the turnovers continue to build for the YULA Panthers. You know, Coach Oliver did say this team was different than years past, but they had height, and he really did think that they can utilize that in these kind of games. But we see that Mekor Chaim bigs like Donnie Carter and number 35 Reitenberg and Zigdon are really playing their hearts out, leaving it all on the court. Rosen puts up a three, can't get it to fall. As Cabos brings down the board, gets it over to Nagel. Dangerous pass as Ruben gets that ball. As Nagel starts out. Back to Ruben, he goes baseline, throws it away, and Rosenblatt can't hold on. As they're going back, Mekor Chaim ball and another turnover for the YULA Panthers.
Yeah, he had the right idea with that drive, and he had Rosenblatt open the entire time on the drive. I'm not sure what happened on the pass. It looked like it slipped out of his hands. Otherwise, it would have been a wide open three.
There comes Meister, starting up the offense, swings it over to Rosen. Rosen to Carter. Carter puts up the easy shot from the wing, gets the ball. Donnie Carter making it look so simple.
Yeah, that's going to be wide open against the zone. Carter hasn't really settled in there to try to shoot yet.
And another poke ball by this stingy Mekor Chaim defense. As they push, Carter drives to the paint, gets fouled, and he will go to the line.
Yeah, that's a great job pushing. That's the 8th turnover on the YULA Panthers.
Donnie Carter really putting on a show for his teammates. They know what he can do, and we're finally seeing it.
I really like to see him pushing that ball in transition off the turnover. Noticing that Panthers didn't have anyone back. Be an obvious foul.
Remember, if you're liking this Tier 2 qualifier, remember that all Sarachek games which are played at Yeshiva University will be broadcast on MaxLive.com and the Max Live YouTube channel. Subscribe to Max Live on YouTube and turn on notifications so you don't miss a single Sarachek broadcast.
Yeah, that's right. We're up over 3,000 subscribers, Jeffrey.
And how much of that was you?
One.
Only one of them. No burner accounts for you poppers?
I don't know. We'll talk. We have to get something set up. You know, those fake subscribers.
Oh, yeah. But you know who's a real one? Bob Quillman. He's definitely a real one.
Bob is definitely subscribed. Shout out to Bob.
As Donnie Carter knocks down the second.
Speaking of Donnie Katz.
His dad,
yeah.
His uncle, right?
No, his dad.
His dad.
His dad is coaching.
Yeah. He's watching as his Cyclones really are playing well today. Football. As Cabos goes right to the rim. Great spin move for the big man as he easily lays it up.
Well, that was clean from Cabos.
Yeah. Here goes Friedman. Friedman throws it over, and Zigdon can't get that one to fall. But they get their own offensive rebound as they start it up again with Carter. Good defense, Abramson and Rosenblatt. Finding Friedman in the high post. As the Panthers steal the ball, and it's a fast break. Rosenblatt goes up for the layup, but he can't get the fall. Rosen finds Carter cutting as he puts it up, and he can't get it to go. As the Panthers will slow things down.
Some good back and forth action here, Jeffrey, in the second period. Mekor Chaim leading this period 10-4. They've come out hot.
You know, I think that's good by Nagel. He slowed the offense down, didn't push it, and he set it up. And Cabos with the shot, and he makes it in. Very nice looking shot from Eitan Cabos. He was a main factor yesterday in the rebound category, but he's putting up points today.
Yeah, and he's 3 for 4 from the floor. Good efficiency for the big man.
And that's definitely what they're going to need. They're going to need somebody to keep it up on the paint as Nagel rejects Zigdon. The ball is on the ground. Zigdon comes up with the ball, and a nice block by Abramson. Going the other way. Abramson's hyped up about that one. The YULA faithful is on their feet. Beautiful play by Abramson.
Yeah, it looked like the right call. Let's see on the replay. It looked like it went off of his hand.
There's the block by Nagel. A good fight.
Yep,
There's the
great
block
call.
by Abramson. Great call by the referee. There goes Barak. Over to Nagel. Nagel swings it to Abramson. Barak drives in. Nice moves by Joshua. Barak can't get the fall, but he put on a show in that one. Kavosh tries to keep it in, gets it over to the Cyclones pushing. There goes Oken. Oken puts it up, and it's rejected by the big boys.
That's 3 straight blocks for the YULA Panthers, who are getting very excited on the bench.
Yeah, what we saw in the first quarter was a lot of outside jumpers for the Cyclones, and those were going in. I think they should utilize the jump shots a little more.
I like the idea, though, in transition. Even though you're small and even though you risk the block, you have to take advantage of transition opportunities. You can't be afraid and just pull out each time.
Oken throws it in. Finds Meister. Back to Oken. As Rosen gets it. Nice ball movement again. As Carter puts it up, and he can't get the fall this time. But whenever they swing the ball and they end up finding Donnie Carter, it's always high percentage shots, and I like that for Mekor Chaim.
That's something which their motion offense creates a lot, Jeffrey, those high efficiency opportunities.
45 seconds to go as Barak gets a little too fast. He gets a little too fancy with the dribbling as Mekor Chaim takes it away again. There goes Rosen. Passes it over to Carter.
There's a couple seconds between the shot clock and the game clock, so I'll be intrigued to see what they do. Coach Katz just crossing his arms.
Rosen finds Carter on the baseline. Throws it back to the top, Nikita Meister. Meister kicks it out. Yashipur can't get the fall. Eisenberger. Reitenberger, my mistake, and a foul is called.
And if you look at the number of fouls, that's the 4th foul on Shivat Mekor Chaim. Got a couple more to burn.
As Reitenberger will step out, and all the guys will step out as we take another timeout. We'll be right back to the Max live stream on the Red Sarachek tournament. And we're back to this Tier 2 qualifying matchup. Remember to stay tuned and watch the Camp Step It Up halftime show, as we will hear all about that incredible camp.
Tremendous camp. Here they're at Hobart College this year.
They are. As Nagel gets the ball, 5 seconds remaining. He works his way down. Nice pull-up J. Fade away. Can't get it to fall as we will go to the half, 17-20. As the Mekor Chaim Cyclones lead 20-17 as we will send it down to the Robert Downey Jr. lookalike with the goatee, S.J. Tannenbaum on the sideline with Coach Harold Katz.
Thanks so much, Jeff. I'm standing here with Coach Chaim Katz, the head coach for the Yeshiva Mekor Chaim Cyclones. Coach, you're up 3 against the powerful YULA Panthers team. What have you seen in the first half that you've liked so far?
That I've liked? Well, I think we're defending for the most part. We got beat. One time we went to a press, we were kind of dumb in that. Guys missing assignments. But I thought on the defensive end here, we were pretty good. So we got busted on a couple of high post entries, which never should have happened. But I was happy defensively. We got to be better on the offensive end.
Yeshiva Mekor Chaim is a new school. You guys were founded last year. This year is your first year in Sarachek. What do you want people to know about this Mekor Chaim Cyclones team in this Sarachek tournament?
A little young, but we don't lack for effort, toughness. Well, we got to grow some of those. We got to get better at that. But they're just a bunch of young guys growing. So hopefully we'll grow and the program will grow, and we may see you here again.
Thanks so much for the time, Coach. Chaim Katz, head coach of the Yeshiva Mekor Chaim Cyclones. Back to you guys, Jeff and Akiva.
Thank you so much, SJ the Goatee Tannenbaum. You can follow him on Instagram and Twitter at Trifecta 3P Suits. We'll be right back, and stay tuned for the Camp Step It Up halftime show here on Max Live.
Step It Up is not your typical basketball camp. We produce unbelievable results. You will get better here. You will get better as a person. You will get better as a player. That's the Step It Up way.
My story started with a letter in the mail. I took my first steps in New York and felt the energy all around me.
I connected with my Rebbe on the first day of Shir.
My story was learning that the mitochondria is more than just the powerhouse of the cell.
I made my painting from scratch, like really from scratch.
My roommates came here from 4 different countries. We lit one menorah together.
My story was practice every night.
Chavruta every night.
Subway rides, city lights.
In my story, my name was in the headlines.
The bylines. The University Museum.
My story was my internship at the Supreme Court.
Dancing with the Israeli flag in Times Square.
My story was participating in the only hackathon, not on Shabbat.
The Career Center found me my first job at a top business analytics firm.
My story was becoming best friends with my chavruta.
And holding that NCAA trophy.
My story started here.
My story is just beginning.
And we're back. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Max Stern Athletic Center. This is the Step It Up Basketball Camp halftime show. We've got big news. We are excited to announce that Camp Step It Up is moving to Hobart College in Geneva, as Akiva said. Geneva, New York for summer of 2022. Camp will start on the 22nd and end on August 3rd. Hobart is located just 4.5 hours north of New York City, and busing will be offered to camp from New York City and Scenic every week. Camp is open to all boys and girls grades 3 through 12 with 1 to 6 week options available. Gorgeous camp facilities include air-conditioned rooms, indoor basketball courts, a weight room, a lakefront and beachfront, on and near campus lounges, and more. For more information, email office@campstepitup.com or visit timetostepitup.com.
And you know, if you're attending Camp Step It Up, you can attend for 1 week if you want, which means you can go to a different camp and then go to Camp Step It Up.
As the Ramu once said,
gotta like it.
Ooh-wah.
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 All right, Jeffrey.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the first half.
Oh, yeah. No, a lot of our storylines hit on that one. We said the key for YULA was to try to lessen the blow on the turnover battle, but it's adding up in that first half. We saw a lot of loose balls, Mekor Chaim with the stingy defense, and the charges built up, and that was definitely a factor. But we did see Eitan Kabosh play big. He definitely utilized his size, had some nice big man moves in the paint, and got some easy lay-ins with a nice jump shot early on.
Yeah, I mean, YULA's got 10 turnovers at the half. They've been having some presence on the offensive glass, something which you can handle. I mean, you can deal with 8 or so offensive rebounds. I mean, that's something you can deal with. You don't like it, but you kind of have to deal with it with Mekor Chaim because you're so small. I mean, for Mekor Chaim, they've been running their offense pretty efficiently. I mean, Donnie Carter's had some issues in terms of turnovers. He's been looking to pass more, which has presented more opportunities. They forced some shots, but for the most part, it's been solid, which is why they have 20 points. And on YULA's front, it really comes down to the turnovers and the glass, and those are the two factors which will determine who wins this game. How many opportunities will YULA have to shoot the ball with all these unforced errors which they are making, and whether or not they'll be able to dominate the glass enough to turn the tide.
Yeah, we've definitely got to give the Cyclones some credit. They have been having incredible ball movement and forcing YULA to make some tumultuous passes on the offensive side. So it's definitely something to look out for. They definitely utilize the ball movement because they're a little undersized, and it seems to be working out for them so far.
Yeah, I like how Mekor Chaim's defending in this game so far, as Coach Katz said. I mean, it's a young team, it's a small team, it's an inexperienced team, but they've come out to play. They've looked pretty good so far in their first ever Sarachek appearance.
And now we want to send it down to our sideline reporter, the man who always remembers to fill up the gas in the car, Mr. S.J. Tannenbaum with Coach Oliver. Thank you so much, SJ. You know, a wise man once said, silence is golden. And
silence is golden.
That's why we love you, SJ. Remember to follow him at Sideline Suits. We got it right this time from our wonderful producer on Instagram and Twitter.
That was good insight that he had there, right?
Oh, beautiful.
That was great insights from SJ Tannenbaum with Coach Oliver.
You know, Poppers is a jokester over here, but we like to keep it professional mostly.
I'm sure he had something to say about the turnovers.
I'm sure he had something to say. As the Cyclones started out with the ball, Meister working the offense, swings it over to number 11, Lerner. Lerner dishes it over to Carter on the baseline. Nice ball movement continues for the Cyclones as Carter puts up a tough shot, can't get it to go. And Nagel brings down a nice defensive board.
We're starting to see the YULA fans pile in here. They're looking like somewhat in numbers. You know, Mekor Chaim's not used to playing in front of big crowds. I think they lucked out on this one.
There goes Barak over to Robin. Robin playing with two different sneakers. Jonathan Levy did that yesterday. We'll see if it works out for Robin. Nice big man move by Kabosh as Robin puts up the easy 2-foot jump. Can't get it to fall. As the ball goes on the floor, jump ball, and it's going the Panthers' way.
Yeah, I want to see the replay on that.
Seems like Nagel gets the ball, goes to the floor. And then Carter jumps on
It
the
seemed
ball.
like it might have been a shove, though, from Cabos, no?
Ref don't see it, didn't happen.
That would have been the third charge by the YULA Panthers. They'll stick at 2 for now.
Rock inbounds the ball, and a nice steal right off that by Rosen. Gets it out to the birthday boy, Donnie Oken. Can't get the layup to fall as the Panthers bring it back the other way.
Birthday boy's 0 for 2. Frick that one.
But his defense has definitely stood out.
Now he's played well on that side of the floor.
But Rock getting a little too fancy again. Swings it over. Battenberg for 3. Rosenblatt misses the 3, can't get it to fall as a foul is called on Donnie Carter. Got 3 shots for Yishai Rosenblatt. You know, Rosenblatt played well yesterday at 12 points, shot 50% from the field. He's definitely a factor.
Yeah, I mean, tonight, Rosenblatt also proving to be a factor both on the glass and in the shooting category.
And this is the first. Hey, Akiva, did you know that there are no less than 50 Step It Up campers who compete in Sarachek each year?
And, you know, with 24 teams in Sarachek now, I'm sure that number is going to go up.
Oh, yeah, it is. Remember to check out Camp Step It Up this year. It's a great summer experience. I have some very close friends that went to Step It Up, and they're incredible at basketball and much better than me.
You're good, though. You're good, Jeffrey.
Thanks. Especially you. You blocked somebody.
Yeah, Jordan Armstrong.
Yeah. We wish him luck. As nice ball movement continues for the Cyclones. Tried to find Oken, couldn't, but they retain possession as Rosen starts it out. Swings it over to Carter. Carter pump fakes, drives right to the hole, puts up a tough shot. Nice defense by Cabos as Rosenblatt brings down the board.
Yeah, Carter's really struggled from the floor today. 3 for 9 from the field, all of his shots just a few feet away from the basket.
Nagel tried to find Abramson cutting baseline, but another turnover for the Panthers as Oken gave it up that time. But Abramson comes down with the ball, and it's wrapped up. Another jump ball. And now with heads-up play by Meister to get involved.
And you could see how he handled it, making sure to just barely be touching the top of the ball instead of the hand, whereas the YULA Panther player was just trying to protect the ball. In that situation, if he would have ripped the ball, I'm sure he would have kept possession.
Dangerous pass. Nice possession by Meister. Hits it over to Carter for 3. Shkaya for Shkaya. Donnie Carter silences the haters on offensive end as he makes this a 6-point lead.
That could be huge for him. It's always important to see the ball go into the basket, and ever more so important when you've only been taking shots from 5 feet away to get the field from deep.
Robin lobs it up for Rosenblatt. Fancy play, but he can't get it to fall. As a foul is called on Nagel.
Yeah, that's Nagel's 3rd foul.
That's 3 fouls, and we know what the Ramban and the Ritva argue with in Bubba Basra. You got to watch him. You got to watch him after his 3rd foul.
Yeah, but Coach Oliver is going to keep him in.
Short Muad, short count, you know that. As Rosen puts up the 3, can't get it to fall. Robin brings it down. Good defense, but it's called a foul on number 2, Rosen. Now, Jonathan Rosen, we've seen him put up a couple of shots in the first half. They went in. They're seeming not to fall this half. We hope he gets it back on track.
Yeah, but he's still shooting 3 for 7 from 3. All of his shot attempts have been from that range. He's got many of the Mekor Chaim Cyclones points, 9 of the 23.
There's only 3 points have scored this entire half so far by that 3 by Donnie Carter. As Oken wraps up Rosenblatt.
Yeah, that's the right call. He wrapped him up from behind, which means that guaranteed an arm is going to be in the way. I mean, we'll see it on the replay.
Yeah, you cannot do that if you're Oakland.
That's a clear foul.
Another foul, another turnover by the Panthers. They look exhausted, in my opinion.
It's 2 turnovers by the Panthers in this half compared to 0 points. That's not going to cut it if they want to come back.
It's not, but YULA going into a little press as Carter drives to the hole, puts up the tough shot after the foul of Cabos as Donnie Carter will go to the line for 2 shots.
Yeah, it'll be crucial against the press for the Mekor Chaim Cyclones to stay poised. I think if they do, the press is not going to work against their offense. I think the zone is the best way to go against them. And the problem for YULA, Mekor Chaim's got 23 points, which is right about where I expect him to be. YULA's just turning the ball over too much to get enough shot attempts in order to come back. And it's hard to win when you're turning the ball over more than you're scoring.
completely agree, Poppers. You know what I also agree with? We're working very hard these days. We may not have time to prepare for Shabbos, but you know what has great food? Chopsticks.
Chopsticks.
We would like to thank Chopsticks for being a proud Max Live sponsor. For the best Chinese food in Teaneck, you've got to go to Chopsticks. Head to chopsticksusa.com to order online. The link is below in the description.
Yeah, and we had chopsticks last night for dinner. It was a very good dinner.
You didn't go with Poppers?
We had General Chow chicken. We had some lo mein, some fried rice.
That sounds great.
Yeah.
Nagel tries to back down Carter. Doesn't initially work, but he'll go baseline. Swings it over to Robin. Robin pump fakes. A nice little floater game. Can't get it to go as Carter pulls down the rebound. Swing out. Over to Rosen. Rosen dishes it back to Meister. Back to Carter.
And some extended. This is an extended zone here. Kind of like a half-court press zone.
They try to find Oaken down low, but can't hold on to the ball. Cabos gets the ball over to Rosen, over to Robin, as Rosenblatt takes it to the corner. As Nagel drives down, finds Cabos, and he can't get it to fall off. You're YULA. That's an easy shot you got to make.
Yeah, and that's a tough find in between the collapsing Cyclone players. For a find like that, you've got to score that.
Oh my gosh. A 4-0 run, and we're almost done with the third. We got 3:40 left. As it goes off of the Cyclones, off of the Panthers, staying with the Cyclones. As Zigdon will check back into the game for Chaim.
Yeah, Lerner checking out for the Cyclones. Yeah, he hasn't done much today in terms of offense, but those charges, those were big.
If you're enjoying this game and everything Max Live has to offer, remember to follow us for behind-the-scenes pictures and content you won't find anywhere else. Be sure to follow Max Live on Instagram and Twitter. Oaken throws it in to Meister. Meister drives with the left, dishes it out to Carter. Carter for three. Shkaya layup. Looks at his bench. They're going crazy. Donnie Carter putting on a show for the fans in Washington Heights.
And that's quite the split. 3 for 9 from 2 and 2 for 2 from 3 for Carter.
They are loud and proud, the Baltimore faithful, as they jump out to a 7-0 lead, 7-0 run to start this half. As a tie-up goes between Yashfor, as it will stay with the Panthers. Now between Yashfor and Zigdon. Zigdon's really been fighting. I like how he's been playing so far this game.
Yeah, an undersized center, but he's been playing tough.
Nagel, nice move. Pull up Jay, can't get it to fall. As Zigdon, another rebound.
Yeah, it's a 5-minute drought for the Panthers to start this half, and things are starting to get away from them a little bit.
As Mekor Chaim works the ball around to Rosen. Oaken. Carter gets the ball. He's already hit 2 threes to start this half.
YULA's really extending this zone out. Means backdoor cuts are going to be available.
Zigdon tried to find Carter baseline, but he did a dangerous pass behind the back as Panthers push. And Barak is fouled down low by Jonathan Rosen.
Yeah, it's that exact type of forced pass which YULA is trying to force Mekor Chaim into. I mean, against this extended zone, it's going to be crucial for the Cyclones and crucial for YULA to avoid. The Cyclones getting the ball into a high post for an immediate backdoor cutter. But at this point, they're even struggling to get the ball off of the extended zone in the first place.
Abramson cuts down low. A beautiful find by Nagel. Gives Abramson the easy lay as YULA gets their first points of the second half.
Yeah, his defender totally lost him.
Meister gets it over to Carter. Carter drives a hop step, but he gets travel called as Yashfor screams to the crowd in excitement.
Yeah, he bodied him up there. Nowhere for Carter to go.
Yeah, if you're a big man, some of the times that hop step could work. But Yashfor played it well. He got in front of Carter, and it just turned into another travel by the Cyclones.
Yeah, and that's the 5th turnover there by Carter.
As a carry is called, and it's going back the Cyclones' way. Another costly turnover for YULA.
Yeah, it looks like they called that going behind the line, half-court line. Turnovers are really racking up for them this quarter.
Oh, yeah. There goes Meister. Finds Oken down low. Zigdon puts up the shot. He gets fouled. Natano Zigdon definitely showing out today. He's been one of their bigger he is one of their bigger bodies. He's getting offensive boards, getting defensive boards, cutting, finding people, and as Will Rogers once said, common sense, it ain't that common, but this guy, he's utilizing his size against this team.
Yeah, and he understands his role here is not to shoot. His role here is not to be the primary scorer. His role is to be a presence on the defensive glass and to be a presence on the offensive glass. Two ways in which you can completely change a game without being a star.
As Rosenblatt and Jasper check out, Kavos checks in, as well as number 3, Noam Steinlauf, as Zigdon will take his second shot.
And we see Charlie Bentheim running in front of us. He's going to be calling that game coming up after this. Shalhevet against DRS, the 4-5.
That's going to be a great game.
That's going to be a good game, I think.
You think Laurel Terrell, super fan for the Wildcats, will show up?
That's tough because I've seen her cheering for both teams this tournament.
As Abramson knocks down the nice-looking Jay. And he cuts it to a 5-point lead. Carter drives right to the hole, puts up the shot, gets fouled, and he will go to the line for 2.
It's good take by Carter in transition. For YULA, that's a big 3, cutting the lead down to 5. Just their second made basket of the quarter.
You know, growing up, I'm from New Jersey. I was a big Vince Carter fan. We always used to say VC3. Maybe this is a little DC3 action we're seeing here.
Yeah, and on that three-pointer, that was Michael Nagel's 5th assist. He has really made a huge impact for the Panthers.
Here comes 2 shots from Donnie Carter. Remember, fans, Sarachek has arrived. Max Live is your home for the tournament. Watch games, news, stats, and more at maxlive.com. That's MACSLIVE.com. Maxlive.com, your home for the Red Sarachek tournament. We'll be right back after this. We are back to this exciting Tier 2 qualifying matchup between the Mekor Cyclones and the YULA Panthers. Yisrael Tannenbaum, or is otherwise called
Jeffrey Tannenbaum,
to my displeasure, and Akiva Fire Poppers. You know who came up with that? Daniel Malul.
Malul came up with that one?
Yeah, he came up with that.
We've got quite a few nicknames here. We got the Fire Poppers, we got the Woj.
We got Shake and Bake Baker.
Shake and Baker.
Even though I only call him that. But you know, we have fun here at Max Live. As Carter will put up his second. And he gets it to fall. YMC out to a 28-22 lead.
We see the press coming back up out of this timeout.
This is good defense. Friedman really getting his hand in there as the Panthers push. Abramson, we've seen him playing well today. Over to Nagel.
That was a good job by Zigdon staying back on the press, ensuring that he was near enough to Cabo to prevent an easy bucket.
Swing it over to Cabos with a jump shot. Can't get it to fall. Has a nice board by the birthday boy, Donnie Oken. Here comes Meister. Looking for Oken in the high post. But they swing it to Friedman. Friedman back to Meister. Meister gets it to Oken. Back out. Carter for 3. Can't get it to fall. But they get the rebound. Zigdon with another offensive rebound. As he continues to be a pest down low. As the ball is kicked right to the stands.
Good catch.
Nice catch by the Bucker.
Sitting right next to Oken's father right there.
Oh yeah, you love to see that.
Very good.
You know, it looked like they were trying to find that man in the high post again. They always look for Oken down there. And did you know that? For the best transition in the world. Did you know that the last 10 plus years Camp Step It Up has helped over 60 kids play NCAA college basketball?
I didn't know that, but now I know. Thank you for letting me know, Jeffrey.
The more you know, Poppers.
The more you know.
The or 40 seconds remaining in this third quarter as YMC continues to lead the game.
And this could be a huge possession here in terms of putting the game up to 8 or 9 going into the fourth quarter. Could be a big dagger to the heartbeat of the YULA Panthers.
As Carter drives baseline, puts up a tough contested shot, can't get it to fall. The ball's poked around, and Barak comes down with the ball.
And on the other side of the floor, an opportunity to get it down to 1 possession and continue this run, 5-1 run here for the Panthers.
Barak takes the ball and he shoots it from outside, can't get it to go. A deep three from Barak, and it's on the floor. Donnie Oken going all out as they push the ball. Friedman dishes out to Carter. Carter for 3, can't get it to fall. There's another offensive board. There's the end of the third quarter as YMC leads 28-22, as we'll be right back and we'll see the end of this game on Max Live. Welcome back to Max Stern Athletic Center as we have an exciting one in a Tier 2 qualifying matchup between Mekor, Chaim, and YULA. And the main thing in this game has really been Mekor, Chaim. They have been showing out, playing with heart, really being pesty on defense as they've shown out why they deserve to be in this tournament as Robin goes up for the lay and he gets it to fall. YULA cutting back into that lead.
Yeah, now a 7-run run for the Panthers as Mekor Chaim has gone a little cold on the offensive side of the ball.
Oken finds Carter. Carter back to Oken. We haven't seen Oken shoot so much from the outside, but he swings it back to Carter. Rosen for 3, makes it. Jonathan Rosen with another 3 ball. We haven't seen that in a while, but that was big.
Haven't seen it since very early on, but that's his 4th 3-pointer of the game. He's shooting 50% from deep.
Start hearing it from the Cyclones faithful as Rosenblatt drives, gets it over to Light. Barak with a tough layup, can't get it to fall as the Cyclones come back the other way. Pass it over to Rosen, he can't handle the ball right through his hands. As we got a sub, Nagel comes back into the game. This is one thing that may bite the Panthers is a couple of their big names are in foul trouble.
Yeah, all their big names, or at least all their big bodies, with 3 fouls. I guess it's something to keep an eye out, not because it could be bad to have one guy, per se, with 4 fouls, but to have numerous big bodies with 4 fouls could be an issue for the Panthers.
As Robin puts up the shot, and he gets blocked from behind, keeps the ball, and it's going back the other way.
Yeah, complete swarm, 4 Mekor Chaim players surrounding him.
The foul is called.
Oh, we got a player down.
We see a player injury as Robin looks like he's hurt.
Yeah, he's holding his green sneaker.
Robin's been playing well. We want to wish him hopefully speedy recoveries and get him back into this game. But that could be big for the Panthers, losing a starter like Robin, man that's been pushing the offense and just he's been playing his heart out on defense.
The trainer taking a look. It looks like his ankle got twisted, perhaps. Guess we shall see what impact that will have on the game. That could be quite big.
Remember to stay tuned for the clipped post-game show following this matchup, as well as the next game on our busy Friday afternoon between Shalhevet and DRS.
Yeah, 12 games today, Jeffrey. Only 5 here at Max Stern. There's also 7 at TABC. A busy day with this new 24-team tournament format. There's now 52 games in Sarachek, Jeff.
Wow,
That's a lot of games.
That is a lot of games. You know, I remember that day in TABC. We hosted some games. We actually hosted Ryan Terrell versus Ethan Lasko, Valley Torah versus Cats. It was a pretty exciting day. Not a lot of class that day, but a lot of basketball.
Yeah. And Ida Crown plays against Barron at 1:30 in TABC today. And the winner of this game will play the winner of that game on Saturday night outside of the Max Stern Athletic Center.
And Robin is still down here. Our thoughts and prayers are with him.
Starting to get up though.
All his loved ones. Coach Oliver helps him out.
It's that left foot. He's having trouble putting pressure on it.
As everybody's giving him a round of applause for his valiant effort today. At the end of the day, we all like to be good sports in competition. As we saw the entire Mekor Chaim team giving him a round of applause and hoping he gets better. I'm sure they hope he gets back into this. I'm sure they hope they win, but seeing a guy like that go down is tough to see if you're a YULA fan. As we started out with Meister up on top of the key, gets it over to Oken, back out to Carter.
Yeah, we see Barak in the game, replacing the injured Robin.
Carter puts up the shot, can't get it to go. As YULA gets those big hands in there, as Kabosh is all over the boards. As Mekor Chaim comes up with another steal, Rosen with a lefty finish, and it is good. Jonathan Rosen makes it look so easy as they get another steal, another turnover for the Panthers. As Nagel will control. Kabosh sets the high screen and rolls. Nagel can't find him, gets swarmed by Donnie Carter, but ends up getting it out. Rosenblatt drives on the left side, puts it in with the right hand.
It was a clean move from him there. And for the Mekor Chaim team, these turnovers are presenting so many opportunities for them.
Another steal by the Panthers. That's questionable call with a maybe carry, but if you get it to Abramson and he puts it in, cuts the lead to 5.
It's been a while since this has been a one-possession game, and this press is really starting to get into Mekor Chaim a bit.
As Katz drives, can't get, and he goes back to Rosen. Donnie Katz drives right to the hole, puts up the tough shot, and a foul is called.
Yeah, he's looking a bit like Donnie Katz, but that's Donnie Carter.
Donnie Carter, my mistake.
He struggled from the floor today. He's just 5 for 15, and he's had those 5 turnovers, but they're going to keep looking to go through him.
He's really played incredible today, Donnie Carter. And we love to see him being aggressive out here. He knows what he's good at. He knows he's been knocking down free throws. He's really driving to the hole.
Yeah, and Coach Katz not happy on the sideline.
There goes the first 10 for Carter. We got 5 minutes left to go in this game. And if Mekor Chaim could hold on to beat this Tier 1 start out YULA team, it's going to be huge for their confidence going down the line.
And not just that, well, it would send them to Tier 2. They would face Ida Crown or Barron on Saturday night with a legitimate opportunity. I mean, Ida Crown, 12 seed. Shalhevet looked quite good for a 5 seed. But perhaps some calling into question whether or not Ida Crown deserved to be a 12 after last night's game.
As Rosenblatt goes down and a foul is called. Foul is called on Meister. As this will stay Panthers ball. Foul's called on. Topper's got a little antsy there. Barak takes it in, puts up the nice shot, and it is good. Joshua Barak cuts the lead to 4, going to the line for one more. Nice play by Joshua Barak. We've seen his handles out today. He's really putting on a show. Looking like Chris Paul out there with his handles.
Yeah, that's his first bucket of the game from 2. He also hit a 3 earlier. And an opportunity to cut this to a one-possession game with what could be a 6-0 run for the Panthers.
Speaking of Chris Paul, did you know that Step It Up had produced an NBA draft pick before?
Is that right?
Yeah, they produced Yam Madar, who got selected by the Boston Celtics. And then with Step It Up since he was 12 years old. He works out with Yoga Verdugo for years. Foul is called on the Panthers.
Yep, that's the right call. That one's...
It's a 1-and-1.
It's on Abramson.
As they send Donnie Carter back to the line. Carter's been putting his team on his 6'3" back. as he misses the first. Cabos pulls down the board. And this YULA team looks to tie it up right here. 5 minutes remaining in this game, and the YULA faithful is starting to show.
They're getting loud.
And a foul is called, moving screen on Cabos. You hate to see that. Big one, that's the 4th on Eitan Cabos.
And with just 4:52 on the clock, I would keep him in. Looks like Coach Oliver agrees with my assessment. The press has been giving Mekor Chaim a lot of issues, though.
Donnie Katz works the ball around. Donnie Carter.
You know, seeing number 33 on the floor, there's a lot of similarities.
As Carter shoots the ball, can't get it to fall, and a nice board is brought down by Rosenblatt.
Carter, ever since he hit those 2 threes, he's gone cold 0 for 3 from the three-point line since. And the YULA crowd is really getting into it now.
This place starting to fill up for a nice game next, but it's really getting loud here. As Cabos gets the ball, tries to work it down, finds Barak cutting baseline, a nice pull. He can't get the layup to go.
That was a clean look, though. A tough little floater, but that was a great backdoor cut.
Carter drive, and a timeout is called by Coach Harold Katz.
Yep, he senses that his team could be feeling the pressure a little bit of having a lead in Sarachek. Never easy to play with a lead. Obviously, you want to have the lead, but never easy to play with a lead, especially with a big crowd like YULA's got on hand now.
Obviously, but we want to see who steps up in these last couple of minutes. Coach Katz looks heated, and he expects more out of his team. This team really came to play today. They want to prove something. They want to show how they deserve to be in Sarachek. It's their first time being here, and this has been a story. All Sarachek wants. We've seen these close games come down to the last couple of minutes of the game. And Mekor Chaim, I think they go through their guys that have showed up all game long, Carter, Meister, Oaken on the defense. They really got to step up to show why this Cyclone team deserves.
Donnie Carter's taken more than half of his team's shots. I mean, his team has taken as a whole 39 shots. He's taken 21 of them. And for your leading shooter to only have 5 made shots and to still be winning with 4 minutes left in the game speaks to the defensive intensity which Mekor Chaim has played with.
Friedman throws the ball over, tried to find Carter, but Carter was looking away for a second. And it's another turnover.
Yeah, the turnovers are starting to pile up here for Mekor Chaim. They're all the way up to 16.
As Nagel starts out with the ball on the top of the key. Barak throws it over to Rosenblatt. He goes left, puts up a tough shot, and a blocking foul is called on Donnie Carter as Rosenblatt. Nice drive, looked determined to get to the rim, and he will go to the line for 2.
Yeah, that's a good take from him. Going right at Carter. This game's starting to get a little close, a little late.
As Rosenblatt can't hit the first. Now this is a big one. For Rosenblatt, you gotta hit your free throws. He puts it up. He can't get the second one to go either. Cyclones push. Friedman swings it over. Another costly pass by Friedman as Coach Katz is just irate with him.
Yeah, YULA has not been able to take advantage, though, whatsoever of their foul line opportunities. They're shooting just 2 for 7 from the line this game, and that's the difference right now.
Zach Lillard checks back in from the full high. This place is getting loud. Buckle up. We got a good one on. Rosenblatt takes the ball right. Drives right at Lerner. Lerner falls. Abramson for 3. Can't get it to fall. Cabos with the board. Gets it out. Barak for 3. Can't get that one to go as that hit the wire.
That looked like a clear charge to me, Jeffrey, on that play. He just stood his ground. I don't know what the referee is looking at there. Questionable call.
Questionable
to
call.
not call that call.
As YULA puts some pressure on in the front court. But they get it across. To Carter. Carter drives right at Cabos, puts it up, can't get it to fall as it goes off and stay in the Cyclones ball.
Carter's really struggled. He's been taking the bumps, but he hasn't been able to get it to go whatsoever from the floor. And that looked like it might have gone off of Carter. That might be a missed call from the ref.
No, he's missed a couple of those outside shots Carter has, and it's kind of got with his head. It's all about confidence when you're playing basketball. So he's been trying to drive more, and it just hasn't, going against that big body of Cabos, it just hasn't been working. But Rosen put up a 3 as he got hit off the hands, staying with Mekor Chaim.
Yeah, that got tipped. You could see the low arc off the hands meant that it must have been tipped.
Good defense by Barak. As Zigdan gets the ball, drives it in, out to Carter.
Yeah, YULA's done a really good job of standing their ground on these drives, not allowing for any dribble penetration, past about 10 feet in.
Good ball movement as they get it over to Rosen. Rosen over to Carter. Carter puts it up. A tough one, and it's good! It's a DC3 as he screams at his bench, pumped up.
That was a huge gamble there. Major mistake from Nagel going for the turnover, leading to the open 3 for Carter with just 2 on the shot clock.
Nagel drives over to Averson. A lot of traffic down there. Gets it out to Rosenblatt somehow. Rosenblatt creates some space. Tried to find Barak cutting baseline. Gets kicked by the Mekor Chaim defense as it will stay Panthers possession.
Yeah, we're going to see Zach Lerner, the charge machine himself, checking into this game.
Rosen will take a break. We got Zigdan, Carter, Lerner, Oken, and Meister.
Yeah, it'll be the defense which will determine if Mekor Chaim can hold on to this one, not the three-point shooting. I like the substitution.
Rose gets the ball to Barak. Barak for 3. There's another turn, another missed shot by the Panthers.
Yeah, you could tell off the hand. That's a player who isn't used to shooting with the diagonal bar. It's very difficult to shoot with a diagonal bar, but the arc of that shot is just not capable of going into the basket with this diagonal bar.
They find Oken. Oken to Carter. Carter pump fakes and drives right at Nagel. Puts it up, can't get it to fall, but Zigdan, a big offensive board. Puts it up, can't get it to fall. Carter keeps the ball in bounds. Goes to Oken. Oken puts up the shot. He can't get it. Barak pushes the other way.
A couple of opportunities. We still see Carter going.
He takes it right at him. Another charge as we see. Meister is fired up.
These are game changers, Jeffrey. Absolute game changers. Mekor Chaim has stood their ground the entire game. And they're up 6 with 1:48 to go in their first ever appearance.
This Cyclones team is putting their bodies on the line. Barak drives right at Meister, and Meister takes it like a player that wants to win.
You could see the fight in their eyes. I mean, they're just getting their feet set, and YULA is going right at them. They're simply just looking to go to the basket and not looking to kick out, and it's leading to a plentiful of charges.
And I could see this Mekor Chaim team really competing this morning.
I could see them giving Ida Crown some issues if they could handle Oken, assuming that Ida Crown defeats Barron. And then who knows from there.
Anything could happen in March. That's what they say all over the NCAA tournament. We're saying the same thing here at Sarachek.
If you're YULA here, what are you looking to do? How are you going to score 6 points in 108 seconds?
I'm definitely looking to start it out with Nagel. Let him maybe go into the paint and create something. Whenever he goes into the paint, he has those cutters like Rosenblatt and Barak going baseline. He can find them, but also at numerous times we've seen him kick it back out to Kavosh at the top of the key, knock down that shot. Let's see if Nagel can facilitate the offense. As the YMC faithful get loud.
Yeah, and if I'm YMC right here, you've got 35-second shot clock. That means that if you hold the ball for 2 possessions, that is 70 seconds, which is 2/3 of the remaining game clock.
Rosen over to Oken. Rosen, good ball movement by Mekor Chaim.
Any bucket, here's a
Zigdan
dagger.
Drives, and he gets it to fall.
That's a killer. 8 points.
Zigdan with a big bucket. Great drive, great reaction. Finding the open lane as he gives the Cyclones an 8-point lead. As Nagel drives baseline. As Carter wanted the travel, but a foul is called on Zigdan.
Yeah, it's going to be 1-1 at the line for YULA.
Zigdan's not in foul trouble. It's lucky that Donnie Carter did not pick up that one. As Michael Nagel, the 6'3" forward, will go to the line for 2. Try to cut into this lead.
Well, now he'll get 2, Jeff, because he hit the first down of the 1-1. Now 3 for 8 from the line, YULA is. Big free throws here.
Remember to stay tuned for the Clip post-game show as we will interview the star of the game, whichever side it goes to. missed free throw by Nagel. Oken with a nice rebound as Mekor Chaim will start it up again. And a little pressure by the Panthers here.
Full court press on Mekor Chaim. Do not be afraid to use your timeouts. You have them.
And a 10-second call is called as it goes the other way. Costly mistake by the Cyclones as YULA retains possession.
Yeah, if I'm in that position going forward and I'm Coach Katz, I am telling my team, if you are not sure what to do, you call a timeout. Because off the inbound, significantly easier to get it over the half-court line in time.
We got a good one for you right here. As YMC leads by 7 with 1 minute remaining in this game. Sarachek gets the ball back out to Nagel. Nagel drives, puts up a tough shot, falling away, and it goes out of bounds. Staying here, that looked like it may have gone off Kavos' hands.
That looked like the wrong call to me.
Meister upset with it. Let's see it here. Nagel drives, puts up the tough fade away. And it looks questionable.
That's off Kavos.
Nagel throws it into Abramson. Abramson puts it up and gets fouled. As YULA will cut into this lead even more. We'll try to.
Yeah, YULA's been getting some good looks off these behind the basket inbound plays. But I don't know, you're talking about what could be now a 5-point lead. It's going to come down to a full court press. If I'm Mekor Chaim, you break the press, you win the game.
Abramson hits the first. This is what they're going to do. They're going to drive as much as possible, try to get fouled and stop the clock and try to cut it in as much as possible.
And we see Rosen coming into the game, one of their better press breakers.
As Abramson, beautiful free throws, makes it a 5-point game. As YULA stays in that full court press.
And if you're Mekor Chaim, you want to break it.
Oh, a nice steal by Barak. He puts it up with the left hand and good. Great play, great defense by the Panthers. That is in a one-possession game.
Yeah, if I'm YULA, I'm staying in the full court press here. It's giving them issues. Why not stay in it?
As Carter throws a dangerous pass, but it gets to Zigdon. Zigdon gets trapped, throws it away. As it goes off Rosenblatt, but excellent defense by the Panthers, really putting the pressure on. A timeout is called by Coach Harold Katz. The Panthers are pumped up. The fans of YULA are pumped up.
Yeah, you can see the internal clocks of these Mekor Chaim players getting rushed. They're getting sped up. They're not used to a situation like this. The pressure which comes with Sarachek. So many forced passes, not even holding the ball to look for the player who you want to pass to is. You have the possession arrow even. You shouldn't even be worried about a tie-up. So many factors which come into play which are in your favor. The timeout, the possession arrow, the shot clock. And they haven't been taking advantage yet of any of them. Coach Katz hoping that this timeout will settle his team down and get them to take advantage of those things.
At this time, we'd just like to thank everybody involved in making this an excellent broadcast. From Akiva Poppers, to me, to the director, Ezra Jacobs, technical director, Alan Traurig, Ezra Emerson, and Tech Ops, the cameraman, Fuller, Berlinger, Gopin, John O'Katz, stats guy, Asher Schreier, and Aaron Whedon. We'd like to thank you, on a courtesy of Mac Live, for joining us for this incredible matchup and this incredible day of high school basketball.
Now, an interesting situation we find ourselves in here. It is a one-possession game, and there is a 4-second shot clock differential. But if I'm the Panthers, I am not letting Mekor Chaim hold this ball.
These 27 seconds are going to last probably 10 minutes because of how this game went. It's going to be all about free throws going down.
Yeah, Mekor Chaim is in the double bonus on the next foul by YULA.
Carter starts out with the ball. A lot of time coming off. Carter trapped. He gets to Oken. Oken goes right into Kavos. Gets it out to Rosen. Rosen finds Zigdon down low as Kavos fouls him.
That's smart right there, going into the post. There goes Kavos. That's a smart play right there, getting into the post, because you know that if the double comes, you'll automatically have an open man on the three-point arc, which means you prevent a turnover issue. And again, you have the hold ball possession arrow.
We saw Zigdon knock down some free throws before. Actually, he missed his free throws. He missed his free throws before. And so we'll see. This is a pressuring situation. 3-point game, one possession. Zigdon definitely got to focus in here and try to knock down at least one.
YULA fans are not making any noise, which is weird to see.
Definitely interesting. And this is the first.
Quite the strategy. Let's see if it works out for them.
Hashtag dodgeball. as Zigdon goes with the second free throw.
And Mekor Chaim keeping their players on the line, going after the board instead of getting back on defense. Off potential miss.
Big rebound by Carter, and he gets wrapped up.
There you go, it works out for him.
What a rebound by Donnie Carter.
A lot of coaches there are instructing their players to get off the line and get back on defense to settle down. Not Coach Katz. And that offensive rebound could be the dagger.
It looks like Coach Katz had a little sigh of relief after that miss and that offensive rebound as they sent Donnie Katz, their star.
Donnie Carter's been having issues all game long in terms of putting the ball in the basket.
Donnie Carter.
3 straight missed free throws, Jeff.
All about the free throws here.
And once again, they're keeping their players on the line. Mekor Chaim, if they foul, it's a 1-on-1 situation, which means that if I am them, I would foul instead of letting YULA hit a 3.
Second one goes in for Carter as he makes it a 4-point game. Big one for Carter. If you're Coach Oliver, what are you drawing up right now, Keith?
This is very tricky because being the fact that it is a 2-possession game and you need 2 baskets and you're pushing the ball up the floor anyways, you might as well shoot a contested 3 because you're not going to have any better options. What's more important here is the game clock, because if you don't get a shot off before 6 or 5 seconds on the clock, this game's over. So if I'm them, I'm drawing up a 3-point play to get about a 25-foot look, which is at least open, to try to get this to a 1-possession game and put yourself in a position to potentially tie or win.
Remember to stay tuned to the Clip post-game show, where we will interview the stars of the game.
Yeah, and the stars of the game, if Mekor Chaim pulls this one out, have got to be Rosen and Carter. I know that Carter has not been so efficient from the floor, but you can see the cruciality which he brings to the floor, which he brings to the team on both ends. The fact that he's being swarmed on the offensive side of the ball has presented some opportunities for his team.
We're going to see if YULA can put up a quick 3.
And if you're Mekor Chaim, you cannot foul here.
Swing it over. Big 3, can't fall, as it goes off of Carter's hands, and it will stay with YULA.
Yeah, but with just 1.9 on the clock, if you're Mekor Chaim, you essentially walk to the other end of the floor in this position.
That's a big 3 for Khalil.
All you do is you keep your hands up and you set your feet, and this game is over.
He gets over to Barak. Barak with another 3 from the corner, and again, as Mekor Chaim pulls off the upset.
Their first ever Sarachek game, Jeffrey.
Love to see that from Mekor Chaim, really putting it out on the line. Tough loss for YULA. They get sent down to Tier 3, and Mekor Chaim stays in Tier 2.
And with that, Jeffrey,
we will send it to the Clip Keepers post-game show. And down to our incredible sideline reporter, S.J. Tannenbaum.
Yeah, he'll get us for an interview soon. I mean, for YULA, if you just look at this game, they struggled to put the ball in the basket, and they struggled to turnovers, and they were not able to crash the glass enough. And it's incredible to think about. They've missed Tier 1 just 2 times in their team's history. And look where they are for the second time in both those times. They're in Tier 3. Yet have they to be in Tier 2 in their team's history.
Sending it down to the big man in the blazer, S.J. Tannenbaum, with Mekor Chaim stars Donnie Carter and Jonathan Rosen.
Thank you very much, Jeff. I am here with the stars of the game, Mr. Donnie Carter and Jonathan Rosen. Donnie, 20 points. Donnie, 20 points. Jonathan, 14 points. What did you guys do coming into this game to attack this YULA Panthers team and get the W today?
I mean, we just got to run our stuff and be patient. When we rush too much, turning the ball over, that's when we get bad. You know, we just got to take it slow, take our good shots, and just be patient the whole time.
Play effort on the defensive end, played as a team, ball movement, just that really just throughout the game. Keep our composure throughout the game and not throwing away any turnovers.
Guys, we got to ask you, you guys are a brand new school, founded last year. This is the first time you're ever in Sarachek, and you just beat a team that I saw one of their coaches' sweatshirts, 8-time Red Sarachek tournament champions. How does that feel to you guys? And last year coach as well. How does that?
I mean, we know everybody thinks we're no one from nowhere. We're a brand new school, and we don't care about all those championships. We don't care about who they are. We just got to play our stuff, and we'll let that do the talking.
Exactly what he said.
On that question, I mean, they're great. It's YULA. It's 78 tournament wins. So, you know, for us to get a chance to play them If you'd have told me this 2 years ago, I'd have told you you were crazy. But right now, playing them, beating them, it's a great accomplishment for these guys who started as ninth graders and have now kind of grown into their job here as leaders of our basketball.
Thanks so much for the time, Coach. Congrats, guys, on the great win. Good luck in the rest of the tournament. Donnie Carter, Jonathan Rosen, players of the game for the Yeshiva Mekor Chaim Cyclones. Back to you guys, Jeff and Akiva Papuz.
And there you have it. A 24-person school defeating over 200 people in a school with 8 Sarachek championships and 78 tournament wins. What an upset.
What an upset. You love to see games like that go on all throughout the Red Sarachek tournament. This has been the Clip Kipa's post-game show, proud sponsor of the Yeshiva University Maccabees. Again, final score, Mekor Chaim over YULA. And we will go on in this game, in this day of high school basketball with Shalhevet versus DRS. Don't go anywhere.
Yep, link is in the description below.